Now that we have our background painted and covered the paper well, it's time to make our coffee cup. So before we start actually drawing out the coffee cup, we want the coffee cup to look round, to look like a coffee cup. So I want you to take a scrap piece of paper and I want you to practice making wide curves up, like a wide smile. Just, you know, it's a curve, but it's not a deep curve, right? It's not a U. It's really quite shallow. So once you've made a number of these and you feel like you have the hang of it, I want you to turn one of them, or a couple of them really, into an oval shape by doing the opposite on the top. And we can kind of round out the corners here a little bit. That shape, a really long oval, is going to be so important to our coffee cup. So make a few of those. All right, now that we've practiced, we're going to take our paper here, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to make one of these really long ovals here that's almost as wide as the whole paper. This will be cut out later, but you want to leave enough room for your cup above it. I could have started lower than I did, but I'll be okay. I'll have room. So this is the little plate, the little saucer that the coffee cup's going to be sitting on. Okay, so there you go. I have my saucer. So that's the first step. Draw the saucer. It can look more like an, pointed like a football, or it can be a little more rounded, but almost as wide as the plate. Okay, the next thing I need to do is to put my coffee cup on it. So you can see in this example here, I've got the saucer, and then I put the coffee cup. And look at this shape. Recognize this shape? It's the shape we started with. So I'm going to kind of try to find my center here, and I'm going to make a curve that's going to be the bottom of my cup. So go ahead and make that curve. Now in this case, I had a cup that started kind of small and got a little wider, but I could, maybe in this one, I will actually make this curve bigger. So instead, I am making a cup that's just straight up and down. Okay, so now I'm going to come straight up. This is not a curve. This is a coffee cup that is straight on the sides. Once I decide how tall it is, when I think, okay, that's tall enough, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make a smaller one of these oval shapes here for my saucer. I'm trying to make this a little bit smaller on this side so that it looks like the cup is in the middle. All right, so I'm going to make this same kind of oval football-like shape up here now. And that's going to be the top of the cup. See, we're getting there. Really, this curve and this curve should really be about the same. So maybe I will curve this even wider. And see, this is why we always kind of draw light. I'm drawing dark because I'm showing you on the video, but you want to draw nice and light so you can do a lot of erasing. So this curve and this curve should really be about the same. Okay, so looks like a cylinder sitting on something. I'm going to put a handle in here. And this one, I just did like a backwards letter C. And if you want comfortable drawing a C, maybe make it on the other side, actually. I'm going to still make mine on this side because I have more room on the paper on this side. But I could make it maybe this shape, right? Cups, whether it's hot chocolate or coffee or tea in our cup, the handles can be different shapes. So here's just a round handle. This handle kind of comes down. Looks like an ear. So once I have the basic saucer and the basic cup shape, now it's time for those patterns, right? Heather Galler patterns. So I have all polka dots in here and some stripes in here. I think I will put an oval in here, like a line in that plate. You know what I think? I think I might make stripes. I might make checkerboard. Maybe I'll make checkerboard. So I'm going to draw some lines, and these will end up being painted really fat, so I don't want to make them too close together. And then I'm going to make some lines this way, but look what I'm going to do. I'm going to curve them so they still make the cup look nice and round. Okay, so here's my checkerboard pattern. Probably need to make a checkerboard on the handle as well. I don't really need to curve that so much. There you go. Oh, one last thing, and this is kind of important. We should put in the hot chocolate or tea or coffee or whatever it is by making this same curve, the top curve, but it's a little bit lower down. Okay, so we can see a little bit of the top of the cup, but it's nice and full of coffee or tea or hot chocolate. You want to draw little mini marshmallows in there? You certainly can. So those are my cups. I'm going to paint my cup. I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to glue it down on my background.